Hi everybody, I'm back. Thank you to those who watched the first video and also to those who reached out after watching the video. I'm glad it helped and I'm glad you took the words to heart. Remember that you are enough and just choose joy and choose you all the time. So I've noticed that most of these videos will be about something that I go through recently or through the week. And the topic for this one is um, you can always ask for help. Don't be afraid in asking for help because there will always be someone there to help you. I so I'm a very enthusiastic person. I think I'm outgoing. I'm very happy. Anyone who knows me can say I'm a happy person, and having that overriding characteristic, it's just something that really drives your life. Once people know you as a happy person, you don't want to see them. You don't want them to see you as any other person, as a sad person or as an angry person. It's like once you're branded as this thing, you know that you have to be like this all the time because you don't want them to see you any different. So there have been multiple times throughout college so far where I've just been in a really low state emotionally, and I found it really hard talking to people whenever I needed someone to help me because I didn't want them to see sad Nolan. I wanted them to always, know Nolan to be happy and energetic and enthusiastic. And even though we're human and, emotions are what we're used to, we're not quite used to having other people see us in states that we don't want them to see us in. So I found it very difficult to ask for help, and I was just holding in that emotion, that sadness, that anger, frustration in for a long time, and it wasn't healthy. It just wasn't healthy at all because I wasn't being who I am. I'm not just happy Nolan, but I'm human Nolan, which encompasses every emotion. And I didn't realize how many people I had around me that care for me enough to listen. I have a friend. His name's Moses, and he, really was that person to be like, "Hey, it's okay." I remember that whenever I was feeling that way, and not only him but also other people, it's like when I talk about my problems, it's very easy to feel like you're burdening other people. That that you're just that you're burdening them with what you're feeling, and it's very easy to feel like, hey, I should probably stop talking to them about this because they don't care, or I'm annoying them. I felt that way all the time. I felt that way with my friends. I even felt that way sometimes with my family. Even though I know my family cares and loves me, it's like I just didn't want to burden them with anything. I didn't want them to know I was sad because, again, I had a brand. I'm happy Nolan. I'm happy, enthusiastic Nolan. And of course, that wasn't healthy. And I know that you go through it. You've probably gone through it once or twice or many times. It's just a natural thing in humanity to hide what you're feeling because you don't think you have people in your life that care for what you're feeling or that really understand what you're going through, or you just don't want them to see you as anything else. I know one fear was that if I showed people I was sad, and I mean, like, it wasn't just sad, it was almost a very depressive state, they would just remember me as that Nolan. And knowing what I know now, that wasn't the right way to think about it. And what I want to tell you in this video is that there will always be someone there to help you. And even if you don't know that someone, I'm that someone. If you do know who I am, reach out to me whenever you need it. It's hard to go through things alone in life, especially since, a human's greatest need is to connect with other people. And that's something that I always have to tell myself. Whenever I feel like, even very recently, I was feeling like I had felt in the past, And my first instinct was to call someone, to text someone. Like, who can I text? Who can I call? And because I can't bottle it up anymore. It's like if you have a can of soda and you start shaking it up, like really shaking it up. Imagine that's you with all your emotions, and as soon as you open it, it explodes. I don't want that to be you. As soon as you feel that way, yes, it's okay if you don't feel like talking to anyone, that's totally fine. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. But when you reach a point where you feel like there's no one to talk to or no one cares, I want you to know that there's one person. There's one person, there are people, there's family, there's friends who do care about you. And I never want you to feel like you're alone. Because I felt that way so many times. I felt like I was alone, that I had to go through things alone, that no one really understood what I was going through. But I want you to know that it is okay to ask for help. And that's a lesson that I've had to learn a lot, especially going to a school like Northwestern, where there are so many people who are the best at what they do. And even at my high school, where I come from a very great high school with so many academic students and, you know, students that are so passionate with what they do, they forget to ask for help. They really forget to ask for help. And being at a school like Northwestern, where there are so many great people, we think that we have to go through what we go through alone. It's like, hey, I'm at Northwestern. Hey, I'm in this position. Hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I have to go through it alone. I can't ask for help, because if I ask for help, it'll seem like I'm weak. Which is a fear that so many people in this world have, that if you ask for a hand, if you ask for a shoulder to cry on, if you ask for a hug, you'll be seen as weak. Well, to me, I think that's the way you'll be seen as strongest. If you really know, hey, I can't do this by myself. I really need guidance. I really need someone to talk to. I really need someone to understand. That's what makes you strong. Knowing that connecting with others will make you a better person and make you feel better about yourself. So asking for help doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you inferior to other people. It doesn't make you superior to other people. I just want you to know that it is okay for guidance. It is okay to reach out to someone whenever you need it. I think one thing our generation, just doesn't do is really reach out to people, because we're in the age of, these and of laptops and, of technology, that is very easy to stay inward and really focus on, yourself. And we lose the sense of connecting with other people. And I want you to know that it is okay. It is okay to feel what you're feeling. Your feelings are valid, and it is okay. You don't have to go through this alone. We go through so much in this world. And if we all had to face what we face alone, we'd have no energy to wake up the next day, really. Like I said before, we're fighting a battle. We're fighting a war every time we wake up. And we cannot win if we're fighting alone. We need to connect with others. We need to help each other. We're our brother and sister's keeper. So I really hope that this video, really encouraged you to, if you hadn't been doing it before, to really go out and ask for help, ask for assistance, ask for guidance, ask for a friend, a hug, a handshake, a shoulder to cry on. I don't want you going through what you're going through alone. I've learned that the best way to get through what I'm going through is to talk to someone about it. To know that that there's someone there to listen. And, that goes, the opposite way too. You may have someone who wants to reach out to you whenever they need help. And I want you to be there for them. I want you to say, talk to me. I am there for you. You're not a burden. You are not a burden. because you aren't. So remember that. I hope this video helped you out. Remember that it is okay to feel like you can't do something alone, because we're not superheroes. We do get weak, but when we do get weak, there will always be someone there to help you up, even if that person is me. So, with love always, choose joy. You are enough. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Nolan.